We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 9:55 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot sent out a bear indicator at 11:10 a.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY stock, the SP 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to multiple rip areas today and back down to the dip area and ending the day hitting bright green bars. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the SP 500 index, back under a bull indicator here in the second half of the day at 525.63 after getting a bear indicator here at 527.73. It canceled it out. It was looking pretty weak here, and if this continued to dominate, we may have hit even other support levels. But what happened? It did not. It found support, bounced back up, and now we are back under a bull indicator here and starting a staircase effect, guys. And it wasn't just the SPY pushing downwards and trying to push back up. You have here the QQQ experiencing the same volatility back under a bull indicator. You have Tesla here sitting flat under a bear indicator, and it needs a bull indicator to justify any move upwards. And Apple is under a bear indicator even though it is trying to push back up. And I'll be watching if bull indicators pop up on those two stocks, and if these bull indicators on the QQQ and SPY can hold. Now, if we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see here in the bigger picture, the bull indicator from Friday at the 520 level has now been canceled with a bear indicator, right? You can go ahead and see it here popping up at 526.87, and it needs to go ahead and get a bull indicator to justify any move to the upside and retest of key resistance levels. If not, it could quickly start to dominate over the chart and pull it back down to retest key support levels. So I will be watching that here in the bigger picture how this bear indicator plays out going into tomorrow and the rest of these after hours. Now, in the volatility, we've had volatility to both directions, right? And strengths taking over. The bears took over in the first half at 528. That's where things slowed down here in the after hours. You could see it there right at that level, and it's sitting flat, trying to hold itself up above 527. And now this bear indicator from up here has been canceled, and a bull indicator popped up at 525, broke through the resistance of 526.70, and now it's pushed up here, and it's sitting flat in this tight range where things opened up this morning, right? And it was fighting before it started to fall. So it's going to be crucial here for this bull indicator and staircase effect to continue to hold and play out, with strength and inflows need to follow and hold. And that's what we're going to pull up here in just a moment, and we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, with outflows crossing the midpoint to the downside and dominating for most of the day. And we could see that drop of how those outflows were sharply dropping in the first half from up here at 529 down towards 522. Found support, inflows started to pick up, and inflows are now back above. This is something to not ignore. I will be watching this very closely here if these inflows can continue upwards to justify any further move to the upside, right? Based off the 30-minute chart. Now, when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see here how outflows started to dominate and things sharply dropped today, but quickly outflows slowed down. As it was trying to push up, there was a divergence, and then inflows finally started to pick up here in the after hours and have now crossed over. It has 2 more minutes to go for this to close and confirm, and it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to stay above the midpoint and continue pushing upwards. Now, I'm going to zoom into the volatility of the 15-minute, and we'll come back in just a moment to see if this closes and confirms. Now, when we go ahead and zoom in here on the 15-minute, we could see the volatility in the first half and the second half, but these outflows have slowly began, right? It hasn't crossed to the downside, and it's going to be crucial for it to stay above and turn from red to green and push up, because if it crosses to the downside, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. So that's something I'm watching here in the rest of these after hours and going into tomorrow. And the first support I'll be watching if these outflows begin and roll that weakness over into the 30-minute as well, pulling it downwards, it's going to be the 526 level. That's the first support. And then below that, I'll be watching 523. And if both get broken through and these outflows cross over on the 30-minute as well and pull down the 1 hour, then I'll be watching the 520 level. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical here for these inflows to pick up, switch from red to green, pull away from the midpoint, continue this staircase effect here, even though a full transition has happened from the dip area to the rip area here on the 15-minute and also here on the 30-minute. But these inflows need to continue to hold, roll that strength over and confirm with the 1 hour above the midpoint and continuing that direction upwards. And the first resistance I'll be watching is 529, where things slow down today. And then above that comes the 531.50 level, which is a critical resistance based off the history of the chart. And then above that, I'll be watching 533 to the 534 level. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. And we just have a few seconds here for this to close and confirm on the 1 hour. And these are going to be critical right now, right? These inflows versus outflows, as well as the bull and bear indicators as we see them. They're trying to go ahead and hold here strong, and these inflows need to hold and stay above. Now, it's closing confirmed, and it's still holding up above. So this is going to be crucial. Let's see if it can continue to roll over and hold going into tomorrow's pre-market and trading day. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.